What's up, Darius Spam? I'm actually super glad you brought this verse up, because it's a little problematic for Christians, actually. Let's review Matthew 7:21 in context, shall we? Jesus says, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. On that day many will say to me, 'Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name and cast out demons in your name and do many mighty works in your name?' And then I will declare to them, 'I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness.'" This seems to be a verse that's aimed at Christians, not agnostic atheists. Apparently there's a lot of people out there who think that they're following Jesus and they're prophesying in his name and casting out demons in his name and doing many mighty works in the name of Jesus Christ. And guess what? Jesus be all like, "I never knew you." But why is that? Let's take a look. It says the only ones getting into the kingdom of heaven are the ones who do the will of my Father. And later he gets mad and says, "I never knew you, you workers of lawlessness." Workers of lawlessness? Is Jesus implying that we should follow the Torah of the Old Testament, doing the will of his Father? Yeah, I'd say so, since Jesus himself and all of his disciples kept the Torah as best as they could before, during, and after the life of Jesus Christ. This seems more problematic for Christians, since a lot of them think they're going to heaven, but Jesus isn't happy with them. But, as usual, Christians and churches will completely ignore the words of Jesus when they say things that contradict the words of Paul. Christians prefer to believe that they don't have to do anything to be saved except have faith and just believe on the name of Jesus Christ, and then no one will pluck you out of God's hand. But bad news, Christians. Jesus himself is saying, that's bullshit. All of this commentary, of course, is under the assumption that Jesus Christ was actually real and really said this. Did I mention that the supposed words of Jesus were written down 40 to 50 years later after he ascended by people who didn't personally know him and by unknown anonymous authors who weren't actually the apostles? Gee, it's almost like it's historical fiction or something. But if you want to keep taking it literally, then just know that your mighty works and casting out demons and all the wonderful things you're doing as a Christian aren't helping you get into heaven. If you really want to follow the exact example that Jesus Christ gave and not be lawless like he's warning about here, well, then you're going to need to start keeping the Torah. Because when Jesus said those words, no other law in Israel existed.